I'm glad that we started at 6 o'clock because, like, I do think we're gonna be done by 2 a.m. maybe. I think we're gonna be done by 2 a.m. I'm glad I started at like 6:15 instead of 7 because probably will be a little bit too late by then. Alright. We got Zhange, which has no link. So we don't, I did not look up what else they've written. But we got World of Two Artists. Okay, we have a warning already. Warning. The following document is classified as a level 6 info hazard. Unauthorized access will result in termination through magnetic kill agent. Proceed at your own risk. Hey, magnetic kill agent activated. It reminds me of like one of the old ones. Continue life science confirmed. Retrieving file. Okay, here we go. This is a cool image. Object class Keller. Medical containment procedures, hospitals, and media worldwide are to be monitored for the appearance of -1. Instances of -2 are to be brought into Foundation custody. Exploration of -3 using -2 may be conducted under the supervision of 1 clearance level 3 personnel. All individuals confirmed as -2 are to be terminated immediately. Unaffected civilians who have acquired knowledge of -3 are to be descended on the 13th place. Cool. Are to be administered class A amnestics. Personnel demonstrating reluctance or non-cooperation in the enactment. Oh, because of one, do you know by any chance if there's a SCP that like was trying to win the contest and then ends up being like somewhere in the middle of the series? Like it's like one of the like top 20 of the contest winners, but it's still like somehow for some reason like in the middle of the series. Does that ever happen, or is that like all the top 20 is like really early on? Where was I? Personnel demonstrating reluctance or non-cooperation in the enactment of the above procedures are to be amnesticized and transferred immediately as containment breach of SCP-307 will likely result in an XK class end of the world scenario. Yeah, SCP-333 and SCP-3333 ended on 3rd. Kind of fitting. The one with the most 3 is the one that ended in 3rd place. The one that just consists out of all 3s is on the 3rd place. That's kind of like fitting, I would say. Okay, here we have a picture that says artistic depiction of -3 by SCP-3007-2GV pending on not visible. See it then. Let me see this. Wow, this looks awesome. This looks like a concept art for like a potential like indie game. Oh yeah, I think you told me like didn't you tell me it was like 2222 was also like an entry contest entry? Or am I misremembering it? Description: -1 is a reoccurring hallucinogenic phenomenon with no apparent pattern regarding age, gender, race, health, or occupation. -1 affects approximately individuals designated -2 at any given time worldwide, with new instances constantly emerging despite the Foundation efforts at elimination. Currently, no method other than death has been proven effective in the prevention or discontinuation of -1. Good fucking hell. Okay, sure. -1 occurs on a seemingly random basis for an average of 4 times per day in each subject. The duration is typically between 50 to 80 minutes. By the way, this painting are drawn by the author of this SCP. Oh, cool, by Zhange. Okay. Oh, Zhange. I really don't know how, like I said, no author's page. Well, no link. Affected subjects claim to be transported to a location designated -3. The description of -3 is largely identical among subjects but does not resemble any known place on Earth. Although -1 often occurs in multiple subjects simultaneously, there are no confirmed cases of subjects meeting within -3 while experiencing -1. Subjects are fully capable of physical movement, but report that they can only perceive reality through hearing and touch. As a result, subjects are capable of navigating -3 while also maintaining communication with unaffected individuals. The sensation of sight, smell, and taste within -3 are reportedly indistinguishable from reality. Any trauma or injury obtained within the context of -1 will also manifest on subjects in reality. To date, there have been subjects who died from high altitude impact, presumably due to the actions taken while experiencing -1. In addition, sound originating from within -3 can be clearly perceived in reality within a 2-meter radius of -2. These two attributes provide some evidence as to -3's existence. And here we have a bunch of red links. Interview log -2C, the first recorded account of -3. Okay. Interviewed -2C, a 68-year-old retired female from South Korea. Dr. Date 12/7/2000. Dialogue has been translated from Korean. The subject was among the first -2 to be discovered and at the time the only mentally sound subject. Good morning, Mrs. H. How are you feeling?
Not well, I'm afraid. I have trouble sleeping.
Examination indicate that you are in good health, so is this caused by your condition?
Condition? Oh, you mean the visions? Yes, I keep thinking about that place.
Place? Subject nods.
Yes, that times before, it was blurry like a dream. I remember just enough to tell that it was the same place. This time, though, it was different. I could see the landscape in perfect clarity.
Please describe this location in detail.
It will sound utterly unbelievable, but please believe me, after the vision started, I appeared on a narrow suspension bridge of sorts. It was day, but the sunlight seemed weak, as if it was obscured by smoke. There was a horrible stench in the air, reminds me of garbage and rotting meat.
You know what this picture also reminds me of? Hellraiser 2. Let's see if we yeah, this. I know it's not the same when it comes to like images, but it's like, oh, it's okay. Someone's Instagram. There's but yeah, this reminds me of this because this was also like, it's so cool if you see it in the movie because it's like all drawn, but then you see our main character actually running across here, which of course is like edited in. But yeah, it has similar vibes. Yeah, right. It has very similar vibes. I love the first two Hellraiser. What was I? I appeared now was it was a day, but something. There was a horrible stench. Are you alright? Are you alright?
Yes, it's just that it brings back so many memories. Sorry, I'll keep going. I could see quite far because of the height, and all around me there was the ruins of a city. Well, I'm not sure. The buildings were different from anything I'd ever seen before, more like giant trees and skyscrapers. They were so tall that I had to crane my neck to see the needle-thin top. Some stood straight, but most had fallen or have been reduced to rubble. When the dizziness finally stopped, I went to the side of the bridge and looked down.
By the way, tell your dad that Hellraiser 2 is a good movie. He has good taste.
The ground was out of the sight, like the city continued forever into the darkness. I had to step away before I threw up or lost my footing. Thousands of bridges, like the one that I stood on, seemed to be the only links between the buildings. However, many of them were broken as well. All the structures were made from a smooth metallic material, but rather than being shiny, it was white as bone.
Were you able to discern any living creatures among the ruins?
No, I didn't see a single animal or person moving around. There were no plants either. You'd think that abandoned building would be overrun with them, but the whole place was dead and barren.
I see. Were there other notable features? Subject shifts, visibly uncomfortable.
There was a tall black pillar in the distance. It was thicker and stood out from all the other buildings, so I grew curious and started walking towards it. I could have gotten there, but things appeared in my path. Lying on the ground, there Doctor, do I have to continue? I don't want to remember it. Please, can we just stop?
I understand that you are upset, but please resume. Subject covers her mouth with one hand, beginning to cry.
I'm sorry, it's just stalled me, that's all. The corpses, they were scattered everywhere. They seemed dried up and mummified. So they must have died long ago. I thought they belonged to different animals at first, but I dared to look closer. It might have been people, but the bodies were wrong, twisted. There was a man, I think, whose bone bulged in parts and erupted out of his skin like extra limbs. He had his arms raised, probably clawing at those things when he died. A child was next to him. It must have been a child. Its head was melted like wax, but it was the same height as my grandson. Oh God, some of them were joined together, pressed into cubes. Oh God, please, no, I don't.
Rambling of this nature continues for 7 more minutes. The actual seed descends into a state of hysteria and refuses to offer further description. Persuasion is unsuccessful, and the subject is deemed unsound for continued interview. Thank you. That will be all for today. And God damn it, Doctor, I had hopes that you would be a little bit nicer. Close statement: the level of destruction observed and its psychological effect on the subject is concerning. Further investigation will be concentrated on obtaining information regarding this location and its correlation to -1, Doctor. Addendum 2. The presence of a large pillar is consistent among the reports from -2. Per subject, the object is visible to the starting point within -3 and appears prominent among the other structures in the city. Due to its potential significance, Doctor, the leading researcher on SCP-307 strongly advocates its exploration. Exploration log -GV. Subject SCP-307-2GV, formerly known as ER. Subject is a 23-year-old Australian male, formerly an illustrator. Subject is notable for possessing an exceptional memory. Fucking aufkat. Supervising Doctor. Equipment, none. Additional notes. Exploration attempts have been constructed previously but were largely unsuccessful due to the non-cooperation of subjects. -2GV volunteered expressing great desire in assisting the understanding and treatment of -1. Hey, that's cool. We have a hero. We got a hero amongst the midst. Begin log 830, 14/7/2000. I don't have an Australian accent in my pocket, I'm sorry. Doctor, it started. I'm in the city now. Can you see the pillar structure? Yeah, it's not far. I think I can get there in under an hour if there are no problems. Please proceed as planned. All right. Oh God, this is confusing. Irregular footsteps on metal are heard, echoing somewhat. Oh, I almost fell off. It's weird not feeling anything in here. Okay, I think I'm good now. Footsteps resume, not noticeably steadier. Subject occasionally slows, likely avoiding obstacles on the ground. Please describe your surroundings and notify us of any deviation from your previous observation. So far, it's all stuff that I have seen before. The buildings are kilometers high. I'm pretty sure they're made out of metal, like the surface I'm walking on right now. The bridges are everywhere, crisscrossing and joining like spider webs. Spider webs again, dude. We cannot escape them. They're mostly intact, so I can go from one to another as long as I'm careful. As for the time, the lighting's pretty good, so I think it's early morning. There's a faint crunching noise, followed by a subject's cursing. Damn. Stepped on his leg. God, the smell. Thought I'd gotten used to it. Yeah. Footsteps resume, but the subject's breathing is heavy. There are more of these things that are around, but judging from the stink, it's a lot worse inside the buildings. I prefer not to go in there and just stay out in the open. Is that alright? That's fine. Continue. Subject progresses for 15 minutes without much event. During this time, the subject report consisting of observable damage done to the structures. All counts are consistent with the ones given by the previous subjects. I'm getting closer, but there are more weird things around here. There's a fighter jet with 6 wings that's crashed on the bridge beneath me. It's been hanging there for a while. I can see the pilot in the cockpit. Fuck, he's split down the middle. One half hanging out of each side. My god, this place is seriously messed up. Are there other aircraft? Yeah, they're all around and increasing. I don't think you told me about this before, Doctor. No, you're the only subject who have ventured far enough to observe the occurrence. Okay, guess I should watch out then. Don't know what this place is going to throw at me next. Oh, and the smell is getting a bit stronger. It's making me a bit sick. Interesting. Resume your course, please. If you say so. Subject continues to report instances of damaged aircraft amounting to over 40 identical ones within observable range. 20 minutes later, the subject's footsteps begin to slow. Alright, I'm looking up at the pillar now. It's much larger than I thought. It's a cylinder around 40 meters thick. Maybe more. Are there any unusual features? I can see that it's got some colorful patches on it. Probably decoration. There are some stairs wrapped around it, leading to the top. And the smells... oh god. What's wrong? The corpses, a whole goddamn crowd of them. They gather around the bottom, squished together. I can't even count how many there are. Jesus Christ! Please remain calm and assess the level of obstruction. Can you reach the staircase? Wait, are you saying that I should go through them? I'm not going to do it, no way! Please continue, you have volunteered, haven't you? I didn't know I would be dealing with this! That is the purpose of this exploration, Mr. R. Currently, we lack sufficient information regarding these hallucinations and will require your cooperation. You can help us find a treatment for your condition and never have to visit this place again. -2G reassigned for almost 1 minute. Fine, I'll try. Just this once. This is insane. This doctor can go fuck himself. You volunteered, didn't you? It's like, that would be the equivalent of me volunteering. Like, yeah, let me take care of the force, and then like next thing you know, I have to deal with like 5 bears chasing me. It's like, hey, why didn't you tell me there would be bears that I have to deal with? It's like, well, you volunteered, right? Like you volunteered to help in the forest. You should have known. Pardon? The subject's breathing becomes labored and footsteps increase in frequency. Muffled crunching sounds are heard along with the subject swearing and occasionally stumbling. After 3 minutes, these noises diminish. There's a series of rapid taps followed by a heavy thump. The subject begins to gasp loudly. Jesus, never again. Fuck. Then momentary scraping noises followed by a few slow steps. Mister, we don't know when the occurrence will end, so please refrain from delaying an ascent. Alright, I was going to. The further away from those things, the better. Doctor, those bodies, they're pressed together like they were climbing over each other to go to this pillar, and some of them, the ones that have heads, they're all facing up like they're staring straight at me. Or whatever was on the top of this thing. Fuck, it's freaky. I think I'll get going now. Tapping sound restarts. Subject remains silent for several minutes. Gradually, a faint rushing sound emerges, presumably from an increased altitude. Doctor, this place makes me uneasy. Considering what you have seen, that is understandable. No, Doctor, you don't understand. It's not just the corpses and buildings. This place isn't normal. What happened here wasn't normal. I first thought that there was some kind of natural disaster, but like an earthquake or meteor rain. But that was how the city got destroyed. But now that I'm up high, the whole place looks wrong. Why do you assume that? Well, from up here, I've been noticing something unusual about the buildings. They're not just being reduced to rubble or blown up. Some of them is being curled, cut into sections, or even squashed in parts like clay. It's more like they've been deformed. Like the wires that a kid took and bent into weird shapes. When it becomes more audible as the subject ascends. I think it's the same with the jets, and even the bodies. Most of these corpses had human features like they used to be people. An earthquake wouldn't do that. It doesn't make sense whatever happened here. it didn't just destroy, it played with this place. Pardon me, I actually felt how like my nose got more and more blocked, and I was like having difficulties talking. God damn. Understood. Please proceed. The wind gradually increases in volume. Footsteps pause. I've come across the first painting now. It's narrow and taller than I am. I can spot a few more around this pillar, right next to the stairs. It's like this whole thing was designed to show them. What does it depict? I think I might be telling some kind of story. There's a group of people in it holding random objects. They're smiling, but other than that, their faces are blank. There are also strange blue creature. The Smurfs! Nice, just kidding. But that might just be an exaggerated person. The lines in the background look like the buildings in the city. I can't be sure though. The style's surreal and hard to describe. It's completely different from what I usually do. But I can try drawing them when I get back. Yes, that will certainly be helpful. Okay, I'll see if I can memorize the others too. Footsteps restart and continue for 5 minutes. I wanted the second one. Why didn't you have a fucking like phone? Fucking quick little. I guess it doesn't work. I'm onto the second one. It's even more confusing than the first one, but I can make out some aircrafts, 6 wings like the ones I found a while ago. No report for 5 minutes. The durations imply that the paintings are evenly spaced along the pillar. Jesus, this one's fucked up. It's got some of those corpses like creatures in it, but they look like they're still alive. God, I can almost smell them again. It might just be your imagination. It's definitely not. You have been disoriented and put under stress for the last 50 minutes, so it's perfectly normal to confuse illusions of reality. I don't know what's real anymore. 5 minutes duration. There's a stench again. I've gotten away from the bodies, but it's not fading. Actually, it's getting closer. Please remain calm, mister. You are perfectly safe, I assure you. That's... fuck off. This doctor needs to, this doctor's gonna get sent into that realm next. 5 minute duration. This one, it shows people having lines coming out of their brains, and they're sort of linked to the pillar. You'd think one of them might be me. That is an interesting observation. Yeah, I think I might figure out what this is all about. God, I can't take it anymore. For the next 5 minutes, the subject mumbles incoherently under his breath while ascending. I've almost reached the end now, and the smell's getting really strong, Doctor. I don't know what's there. I'm not sure if I want to find out. Mr. Please continue. You have come this far. Doctor, yeah, I suppose you're right. Better see it through. The wind is loud now, almost muffling the subject's footfalls as he steps onto a different surface. There suddenly yells incoherently. There's a dull thud followed by a shuffling noise. Oh my god, what the fuck, what is that? What the fuck is... Crying is audible. What do you see? I don't fucking know. It's dry like all the other ones I've seen, but it's huge. It's got a face 10 times bigger than mine, the body... Oh god, so many arms. It's missing chunks, it's... Mister, please don't panic. It's dead, isn't it? It doesn't pose any danger towards you. No, Doctor, it's not just a corpse, it's the paint that it's lying on. The final one, I don't think it's finished, but I can tell. Oh god, why is it there? Why is that there? It's a fucking doctor to refer to addendum 4. Are you sure? Of course I am! Anyone would The subject stops abruptly and after momentary confusion reports that -1 has ended. Although in an emotional unstable state, the subject says that he's able to recall the images with great clarity. And log 941, 14th, 7th, 2000. Fucking give this young adult a raise, whatever. Give them all the money in the world after surviving all that shit. And next time, send a doctor in there. Fucking stay calm, motherfucker. Provided that -2 GF account is reliable, I believe that we'll be able to obtain information regarding -3 from the images that he recreates, Doctor. Addendum 25th 9th 2000 graphic reproduction of painting of the on the surface of the pillar by -2GF. The images were shown to other subjects involved in later expedition, who confirmed that they were highly accurate in terms of resemblance to the original artworks. Attachment A. Ooh, okay. Can we... Okay, let's do this. Well, did he recreate... Did he recreate all these pictures? Motherfucker, goddamn, he got talent! And you said, like, all the art was made by the author. That's also pretty dope. But right now, for the sake of the story, we're gonna say that there was an Australian young adult that drawn this, which, again... Imagine, like, you in that stressful moment, you have to memorize all this. Okay. Let's actually zoom out a little bit. So it looks like there's taking a photo of themselves. Cat. Thought. Children. Okay. But somebody's reaching out to them. Props to the author and the Australian young. Exactly right. This looks like planes almost, but it could be something else. Actually, it does still look like planes, even in this picture here. So something crashed, and there's like all these lines attached, yeah. Ooh, cool, I like that. Something happened and it looks like they're in big pain, like they feel it in their head. Ooh. Did they morph into this, or what, did these things suddenly appear is the question. And then we have this creature crying, it looks like crying on top of the another one, okay. Looks like this one's like a, it almost feels like a chosen one right here. Oh, what's happening to her? Okay. And then... Oh my god, it's almost like her tentacles are now attached to them. Which is interesting because, like... Yeah, we had this guy. Yeah, so this guy was also here in the first picture. Cool. Addendum 4, 27th 12 2000. Attachment B. Reduction of the final painting located at the top of the pillar. 3007/2 level clearance required input credentials. Okay, let's look at this final image. Is there any text at the bottom? Nope, just the image. Oh. Shit. So something's gonna come out of Earth. Oh, actually, this might be... Oh, something's coming... Like, this is like... Oh, okay. This might be like a bigger version of what they had on Earth. And it's like almost like calling... the rest of it down. I might be misunderstanding this completely, but that... Ooh. That's a scary thought. That's a scary thought right there. Cool art. Really cool art. That was awesome. Oh. God. We actually doing some good progress today, yeah? We have 2 more left. Woo! It's really cool how this SCP probably tells its story with art. Yeah, no, I like that. That's like... I'm gonna use mechanics word. It's very unique. It's very, unique and I would say special way of telling a story. Because the last time we had a story that's been told by art or pictures was like the well, the series 3 SCP with the like, you know, like the different dots. It's all like trying to tell a story with pictograph because you don't want to like talk about it because it will come out and be like, oh, you like talk about me, don't you, boy? But yes, I hope in the future I get more stuff like this. Doesn't have to be like this type of art, but because like, and this art is gorgeous. Like you could, you know, this is beautiful art stuff. But yes, who knows? Maybe we get some more stuff like that in the future. You have uploaded SCP read video on YouTube where you called out that I used the word unique a lot. I did. I don't keep track of that, but yeah, I think. Yeah, in an hour, the next SCP video is gonna come out. Crazy to think about that, eh? Crazy to think about that in an hour. We have another SCP video coming out. All right, let's continue. We got 2 more. Let's continue.